Hello everybody and welcome here to the Chicagoland Speedway for the 6th race of the season, the Maya Fib Story 400. We're here for the 6th race and we are already 5 races in, and this is the first race where we will see a repeat pole winner. Once again, the 24 is fast in qualifying. We'll get his second career pole. Alexander Russell on pole next to Anthony Corby, Nick Perkles, Zednick Price, and Anthony Newton, your top 5. Matthew Brown, Cody Smart, Carson Scott, Daniel Maxwell, Joshua Jones, your points leader is your top 10. He comes in with a 39-point lead. Mike Tolan will start 11th, who won last week. So we've had 2 weeks of racing where we've seen no wrecks, no cautions. And I think that's going to change. We're here under the lights. It's a full moon. And I believe, you know the story, when there's a full moon out, the racers get rowdy. The 8 and the 17 will run out your day. That's LeBron Alonso and J Day. But when the moon's out, you get rowdy. It's the short track theory, but we're here at a mile and a half. Let's see if the theory gets put to the test. We haven't seen a wreck. We haven't seen too much exciting racing. It's been about strategy the last couple weeks. If you didn't see where you qualified real quick, there you go. Alright, so let's get the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command. It was really quiet. Not sure if y'all heard that, but the engines are fired and the pace car's pulling off with the cars, and Alexander Russell's about to go ahead and get his second career pole underway here at Chicagoland. Coming out of the backstretch here, and you see it is a curved backstretch. It is not like the other ones where it's straight. It is kind of curved. So Alexander Russell started on pole. He has had a great rookie season. Not the finishes he was wanting, but he's able to always run up front. He's all the way in 37th, but he's been up front several times throughout the season. Very aggressive driver, and that's why he doesn't have the finishes. But his whole team is really suffering. John Arndt's down 40th in points. The only good person is the 48, who's John Andrews. He's second in points. So J Racing really looking to turn around here. I think John Arndt got his first non-DNF last week, and they're bunching up. 24 spinning his tires. Green flags out here at Chicagoland. Oh, Matthew! Oh, there's a wreck already! The first one's out here. And it hard hit for Anthony Corby, Daniel Maxwell, Carson Scott, and Joshua Jones in it, your race leader. Or your points leader, as well as the 6th car of James Richardson, Cody Smart, Keith Batson. I believe that's all who really got in it, but at the front of the pack, that made Nick Perkles take the race lead. Perkles, you saw the 24 go 3 wide, the 55 make it 3 wide early on, and Mike Tolan's 4th as, oh wow, the 10 of Matthew Brown's all torn up. And look, we got pit stops already on lap 2. Look at the strategy coming into play. Will everyone come though, will be the question. That's a horrible pit camera. No, it looks like Patrick Gill's going to stay out. John Arndt, does he have some damage it looks like? I don't think so. Zachary Fitzwater, so is someone smoking? Is that the 1 car? No, it's Zednick Price in the 2. Yeah, wow. Chris Dodd stays out. Wow, a lot of torn up race cars, as well as Joshua Jones. First time he's ever been involved in an accident here. And you can see your top 5. Patrick Gill's going to be our race leader when we go back green, but we're going to go take a look at that wreck on lap 1. So Matthew Brown, he started 6th. He's right here on the outside. Look, he's about a half a lane above, and Carson Scott's just under him. Carson gets into the back bumper, turns him down into Cody Smart right here, as you'll see, and Daniel Maxwell, who they collect. Then they collect Zednick Price and Anthony Corby. Joshua Jones, nowhere to run, just runs into this, and I believe that is the bulk of the wreck. I believe no one else really goes through. You see the 83 car and the 48 go through the grass, but everyone else really makes it through. And there you see James Richardson just plow into the 5, who's already down there. He was in the back. Not good starting positions for James Richardson. And he just plows into the 5. Not hard hit, but wow. So we have a wreck already on lap 1. We'll go on board with your points leader, the 5 car, Joshua Jones. Wow, no warning for him. He had nowhere to go. We will go on board now. I want to go on board with the 10 car. Wow. Oh, I just realized that's all JJ Motorsports cars involved in that wreck. The 10, the 7, and the 5. The 10, he continues to go. He continues to go after he was involved. But looks like he doesn't get too much damage. He might drive away clean with this one. Turns down the 12 and collects the 41, who rides the wall for just a little bit. There you see Anthony Corby just slide. Hard hit for Anthony Corby. We'll watch Anthony and then we'll go ahead and go live. And then, wow. Yeah, hard hit for Anthony Corby right there. And that is why we're under caution for the first time here today at Chicagoland. We'll be back live. We come back and you see the 7 of Daniel Maxwell, Anthony Corby, and Zednick Price have retired. Patrick Gill, John Arndt, Zachary Fitzwater, Philip Goldberg, Dunlop Pratt, and the 87 of Chris Dodd all stayed out. That's your top 6. First off pit road was Nick Perkles, who led a lap. Anthony Newton, this is the 30 of Edwin Mendez, and William Brock's your top 10. As we drive by the rest of the field, I'm not really feeling like going through all of them, so it's going kind of fast, I know. And in the back, we have some damage race car. It looks like Keith Batson did get a little damage in this, but everyone else was able to continue. And if you didn't see where you are in your top left, there you go. There's your top 20. Your top 30. And then your top 40 and 41st is Anthony Corby, and 42nd is Daniel Maxwell. So Patrick Gill's out front now. Patrick comes in here way down in the points. Actually, never mind. Wow, I cannot find him. He comes 16th, 80 points back, so not as far down as I thought. But John Arndt up to 2nd. Maybe John can make something happen here on the restart. Maybe lead a lap. Green flag is back out here at Chicagoland. And look at Dylan Pratt get the restart. He is on the outside of Phillip, and now he's going to jump to the inside. The little crossover move from Dunlop Pratt back here. And look at the car scatter way back here. Looks like the 16 might be a little slow as he's on that outside lane. Oh, Colin Lindsay almost got into Bobby Fraser, but let's go back up to the lead for the front. I think they just wrecked in the back. And they did. James Richardson's around. I think everyone else is going to be fine. And everyone else is fine, but James Richardson got around. I think Carson might have had something to do with it. So we'll go check that out and be right back. So the 10 car, Matthew Brown, he's just slow on the restart, stuck on this outside. And you're going to see Carson just tries to pass James Richardson, who is caught up behind him, and James just goes around off of Carson's front bumper. That's really, I don't think it is Carson's fault, but it's not. He was trying to get around the 6 car, and I guess maybe the 6 came down on Carson right here. Let's go helicopter. This is 6 move down. He does move down, so he gets clipped by Carson all on his own. So James Richardson spins himself out here on lap 6 of 41. We are back, and we'll see who dives to pit road. Your top 6 stayed out. They're still the same. Dunlop Pratt made a good move up to 4th after restarting 5th. Only one who really changed, and we'll see who hits pit road. It looks like Dunlop Pratt's coming. And Edwin Mendez. So strategy really is about to be key right here. Who comes down? The 88 Ryan Madden. Grayson Acevedo, I believe, or I don't think this is. Yeah, Acevedo, Jay Day, Keith Batson, and that's it. Everyone else stays out. So then we'll be back with the one to go signal. As you can see, no new changes. Everyone who pitted are in the back now. So we'll restart. Matthew Brown, though, is slow. We know that for sure. He is restarting back here. So a lot of drivers who hit pit road will be starting behind him. Patrick Gills, John Arndt, Zachary Fitzwater, Philip Goldberg, and Chris Dodge, your top 5. Your top 10 will end with the 44 of Mike Tolan, who won last week at Boston. So kind of crazy beginning to this race. Will we see some racing here? I think so. If the 10 moves out the way, I think we will see some racing up front, because up front it is getting rowdy. John Arndt was under Patrick Gill, couldn't get the lead, and here we go. Philip Goldberg to the outside now. Here's John Arndt to the outside. That puts Zachary on the inside. Maybe think Zachary's on the inside for second now on the restart. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater for second. And are they wrecking in the back? Do not think so. So, Zachary Fitzwater, does he have enough momentum to try to get under Patrick Gill? Wow, he almost gets into Patrick. Patrick has to move up, and he is now on the outside. As they come off turn 4, I think everyone's going to be fine off turn 4. Dunlop Pratt's 3 wide of Carson and Edwin. And Patrick Gill still. Oh, look at John jump to that inside. Almost getting to the 14 of Zachary Fitzwater. And here comes the 87 of Chris Dodd. Chris Dodd now on the inside of the 05. Look at them. 3 wide for second. Caution's out. Big wreck on the back straightaway. See a lot of names involved. We'll check on that in a second. Make sure everyone gets to the yellow flag. I think they will. So names involved. Oh, the 48's involved. John Andrews, Patrick Gill, Noah Kramer, my bad. Ryan Madden, JT Bryant, Dunlop Pratt, Carson Scott's all torn up. So caution's out once again, and Zachary Fitzwater is now your race leader. Patrick's all the way back to 4th. And some cars are blowing up down here. I saw Carson blowing up as well as the 48, John Andrews, who came in second. Noah Kramer, who came in here pretty far back, 12th in points. And I believe we'll see some pit stops. But look, you got some drivers right here. Zachary Fitzwater is putting some drivers who are blowing up in between him and the field. Smart for Zachary, but not good for the rest of these drivers who want to hit pit road. I believe everyone's going to come down here on lap 13 of 41. Have a good chance to recollect themselves before we go watch the wreck. The 12 car, Cody Smart, was involved. Did not notice that. So as we go to the pace car, he is out here. It's a new Chevy pace car. Hopefully we're trying to get a Gillette Cup Series pace car out here soon. Alright, we'll see who's the first off pit road. We've had some drivers. This is some drivers' first time on pit road. Some drivers' third already. I believe Chris Dodd might win it off right here in the 87 after some mechanical issues last week. He's going to win it off, and he's going to be the new race leader. Philip Goldberg, Zachary Fitzwater, and it's a drag race. I think that's Patrick Gill, John Arndt, and Nick Perkleys. We'll look at the wreck and be back. New Daytona 500, Jesse Turner's going to be the guy who starts it right here. So as you see, he's on the inside of John Andrews, Miles Jones. John Andrews just drives down in front of Jesse Turner. Nowhere to go for John Andrews, who's then going to come up, collect Noah Kramer. Both hard hits into the wall. Then you see JT getting in Noah. You see the Red Bull Racing teammates see each other out, and then cars just running here. Cody Smart, Carson Scott, Dunlop Pratt, the 88 car. Oh, wow. A lot of hits for Cody Smart. Wow, hopefully he's okay. And like I said, you saw the Red Bull Racing teammates go through the grass together. It looks like, oh, wow. Oh, Joseph doesn't want to wreck his teammate. They almost wreck. And look at the violent wrecks behind them on the back straightaway. Wow. Big hits for a lot of these drivers. JT Bryant takes a hard hit. He's just going. Noah comes down, collects him. And then look at the 48 just go crazy. Let's go 48. On board with the 48 car. Came in second in the point standings. Currently 21st, so he gets turned up the track into Noah. And then I believe he's going to get hit right here. Wow. Dunlop Pratt. So I think I named everyone who was involved. Carson Scott. He hits someone. Not too hard, but enough to... Oh, he gets into Cody Smart. It looks like just barely. Just, wow. Clips the back end of Cody Smart, and that tears up Carson's car, really. Just right there. That's a beautiful picture of cars wrecking. But yeah, so another big one here on the back straightaway on lap 12 or 41. Will we ever see a green flag run? Look at those hard hits back there. We'll be back live. So, some more retirees going up first. Cody Smart Noah Kramer, John Andrews, the 88 of Ryan Madden and Carson Scott are out of the race. JT Bryant's 1 lap down as he served extended time on pit road to try to repair some damage. You can see your top 10 in the top right. Chris Dodd makes the big move. Philip Goldberg as well make the big move. Take some strategy. Take 2 tires only. Everyone else takes 4. Zachary Fitzwater, Patrick Gill, John Arndt, your top 5. Look through the rest real quick as we just slide by. Your drivers in the back are slow. Some of them. The 10 car is slow. And the 6 car is what we're getting reported. They're having some engine problems. So we are down to 33 drivers on the lead lap on lap 16 of 41. We're not even halfway yet. Halfway should be soon. If we see a caution within the next 2 laps, which more than likely we will, then we will be halfway. But it is the 87. Had some engine troubles last week, but him and his teammate both are inside the top 10. Green flag's back out for the UPS 87 man. And JT Bryant is slow on this inside. This could be bad. Is he going to hold anyone up? It looks like Tyler Merkel's going to get stuck behind him. Colin Lindsay and some other drivers are going to be stuck behind JT Bryant. Now they put him 3 wide. He's going to be stuck in the middle. Bobby Fraser just got turned by Keith Batson. And Bobby Fraser back up the track. He's going to slide in right here, and I think they're going to save it. They're 4 wide for a second. Bobby's on the far inside. Oh, will they save it off turn 4? They will. Wow, how did they not wreck right there? Will they? But they're still racing real hard. Joshua Jones is in the middle of this. Look at this exciting racing in the back. Dunlaprad's all over the back bumper of his teammate Ferdinand Gabel. What's the race for the lead like? If that's what it's like back there, the race for the lead, here it is, and it is just the 87 out front. So not as exciting as in the back. So Chris Dodd's got a good restart as we go, and they're kind of single file now as we are getting into the groove of things. JT Bryant has fallen all the way back, as well as the 10 who are slow, so they're out of the way, and Chris Dodd is pulling away. Wow. Nick Perkley's his teammates back here racing for second almost, or for third right there. He's getting William Brock. A great push from William Brock. William might even go under. Look at William on the... Oh, he's going to turn Nick Perkley's. Oh, they save it. What a save by Nick Perkley's. He comes back up the track, though, in front of the 99 and in front of the 44 of... Whoa, my bad. I got to find it fast. Mike Tolan, last week's winner. Wow, what a save. Making sure everything's good. 3 wide back here. And this race is so intense. Probably some of the best racing we've seen all year. Chris Dodd, Zachary Fitzwater, Patrick Gill, Philip Goldberg, your top 4, all single file. Nick Perkley is now single file. John Arndt, I think, might have just smacked the wall. And look at the 24 work his way. He's back on the inside. He started on pole, got involved, or didn't get involved, but got pushed back through the cautions, and he is coming back up through your top 10. As we got a fight for the race lead, Zachary Fitzwater's caught Chris Dodd. Here goes Zachary on the inside of Chris Dodd now for the race lead. At the line, we will be halfway. We're about halfway now because since it's an odd number. But Patrick has caught these drivers as they're side by side. That would have been Zachary. That would have been the closest finish. No, it would have been Chris Dodd. I thought that would have been Zachary. And Patrick... Wow, Chris Dodd's on the outside. He's making it work, but Patrick now is helping the 14 car. Zachary Fitzwater. Can maybe Patrick Gill dive to the far inside to make it 3 wide? No, they all run different lines down the backstretch, and Patrick wants to make that middle work. Look at Patrick Gill in the 46 car trying to make the middle lane work. He's going to now get back in line under the 14. Zachary Fitzwater now is going to be your new race lead. Oh, wow, he chokes right there, and that allows the 87 to get a nice run on the outside. He's still the race leader, and they've all caught Patrick, moving him to the outside. Philip Goldberg's up here, last in points. Nick Perkley's is back up here after almost getting turned by William Brock. And Zachary Fitzwater is going to clear Chris Dodd now into 3 for the race lead. In the back, got some racing, but nothing. You see the 20 car way out there. So cars are kind of calm now, but up front, it's about your whole top 10, really. Nick Perkley's couldn't stay with them. Neither could Philip Goldberg. He's trying to fall back. But now Patrick's going for second under Chris Dodd. Patrick Gill having a fantastic race here. Chris Dodd comes into the points. Comes into this race 11th in points. Nick Perkley's comes in here 36. As he's now side by side with his teammate Zachary Fitzwater comes in here 32nd. So you got CJ Motorsports side by side for 3rd and 4th after mechanical issues last week. They are a strong team, but that last week both of them were on pit road for an extended amount of time at the same time. Kind of weird coming from the 55 and 87. As you see, Phillips leading the second group. Actually, he's getting passed now by the 99 of William Brock out of Brock Racing. His teammate JT Bryant's back here running real slow laps. So racing has kind of calmed down now, but you know, this outside and inside are so evenly matched. So look at the 87 and 55 still side by side for 3rd. That is allowing Patrick Gill though and Zachary Fitzwater to pull away. Zachary's your race leader, Patrick's 2nd. Here's Mike Tolan, last week's winner. Maybe now we still have not had any repeat winners. The only repeat winner up here right now is Mike Tolan, who could become a repeat winner. Let me rephrase myself. Grayson Acevedo is back in the (32nd) position. Colin Lindsay is actually up here. Oh yeah, Colin Lindsay did win at Martinsville. My bad. Colin Lindsay's 15th. Joshua Jones, we know, is having some issues back in 24th, and Jesse Turner in the 80 car is back in 25th. So now your whole top 6, it looks like, our single filers. Anthony Newton and Philip Goldberg are battling for the 7th position. A lot more drivers have caught up to these drivers, and they're racing hard. There you see the Red Bull Racing teammates next to each other all race. Jesse Turner and Joseph. My bad, I don't want to say it wrong. Joseph Romanok. And it looks like the 20 hit pit road. So Grayson Acevedo hit pit road. Not sure if that was scheduled or unscheduled. Maybe we'll get a pit report soon, but see, he's not coming again. Okay. But they're catching the 62 soon, so we will have some lap traffic to deal with as Patrick Gill now on the inside trying to take the race lead away from Zachary Fitzwater. And the outside, those got the run on that. Look at Zachary almost clear Patrick. And Nick Perkleys is caught. Wow, look at the run Nick Perkleys has in the 55. Wow, the 24 almost just got into his owner, John Arndt. Would not have been good. I'm pretty sure John would not have appreciated that. As Nick Perkleys is still working for 2nd now as Patrick's falling back a little bit. And Grayson Acevedo is running still up to speed. 1 lap down though, so yeah. Really, we're all single file until we get to the turns. The single file on the straightaways, but there you see the, I believe this is the 28 of Matt Johnson trying to work on a Tyler Merkel. And back to the front, I think Patrick's under the Zachary Fitzwater once again for the race lead. Can Patrick maybe clear him here? Does Patrick have enough of a run? Oh, Patrick is loose on that inside. And look at Nick Perkleys come. Where's Nick going to go? He's just going to slide in right there. He is right on the back bumper of Patrick Gill. Pushing Patrick down the front straight away into 1 and 2. We are inside 10 to go, by the way. And do these drivers have enough fuel? I just thought of that. Wow. Hopefully they do, and we see this great racing. But Zachary Fitzwater's out front, and now Nick dumps Patrick. Just goes on the inside of him. Not really dumps him, but yeah, my bad. A lot of single file racing now. Not too much racy as we have been. And Keith Batson's in pit road. I think drivers are starting to run dry. Edwin Mendez, Chris Dodd. Who will we see this time? When will the leaders have to pit? Because we know some drivers up here have only pitted once. I believe Zachary's only pitted once, as well as Patrick Gill. Nick Perkleys, I believe, is maybe more than once. Will they be coming this time, maybe? They're slowing, it looks like. No, they're not. Oh, Chris Dodd comes this time. As well as Philip Goldberg and a few others. Who else? Jay Day. James Richardson's coming. So yeah, drivers are running out. Now, do they have enough to finish the race, though? Would be interesting if we had someone maybe try to roll all the way to the end. I know we still have a whole bunch of laps. 7 laps to do that, so would be really impressive. And I think Zachary is coming. Patrick stays out. That Nick Perkleys comes. Mike Tolan. And this is the big group of cars coming this time. John Arndt, Tyler Merkel, Colin Lindsay, Brandon Bent, Kathleen Tellier, Miles Jones, the Red Bull Racing teammates, Joshua Jones, Ferdinand Gabot, Mike Harvey. Patrick, though, stays out, and will Patrick be coming this time in? More than likely, no doubt Patrick has to come this time. Yep, here he comes. William Brock as well is going to hit pit road, I figured. This is Matt Johnson, and here's the rest of the racers. Chris Dodd, though, is already back going on the racetrack, so Philip Goldberg. So drivers already back going. Here's the 14, though, and the 55. They're coming out right next to each other. But here's Chris Dodd, who came a lap before them, and he's on the same cycle, so it will be interesting to see how Chris Dodd compares to Patrick Gill, though. Patrick is coming off pit road now, I believe. He should be. There's no reason he should be on there longer. And here's Chris Dodd coming through the tri-oval. So maybe Chris Dodd's got might be in the driver's seat. He's catching JT Bryant. Oh, look at him have to cut the wheel. Here's Patrick Gill. Can Patrick get off in front of Chris Dodd or not? That is the race right here. Can Patrick get going? He's going to get going, but will it be enough to stay in front of Chris Dodd? He's got to get up to speed. Chris Dodd's coming. And I think Patrick's going to get up to speed, but Chris is going to have the run right here. Will Patrick block? Zachary Fitzwater's third. Philip Goldberg up to fourth. And here we go for the race lead. Who's it going to be? I believe it's going to come down between these two. And there goes Chris Dodd on the inside. Not enough room. Run. Patrick Gill is going to keep it. This battle for the win. Patrick Gill, second year in the series, has never won. Chris Dodd has never won. He's a rookie. Both of them driving for their own teams out front right now. And look at Patrick. He's running the outside, going to that inside, which is really hoping is turning. And Chris Dodd is going to fall back just a little bit here. Zachary Fitzwater, Philip Goldberg, and Nick Perkleys is your top five. They got JT Bryan in the middle of them. And Patrick Gill is now up to speed, and he's pulling away from Chris Dodd. I think Chris had that one chance, and Joshua Jones, miserable day for him, all the way back in the 32nd position. Not what he wanted. He came in with a 39-point lead, but John Andrews also retired, as Grayson Acevedo, who's tied with John Andrews, is running 15th. So I don't think we'll see a point lead change, but Joshua, they will have chipped in. William Brock is 6th. He came in 4th, 40 points back. So great day for William Brock, and great day for Patrick Gill, who is, I know he's like 16th. Yeah, he's 16th, 80 points back. This is really going to help him maybe get a wild card spot, if not breaking into the top 10 after this race, if he does pick up the win. Now, we still got 2 laps, so 3 miles left. There you see they're catching the 10 car. So I don't know, though, if they will catch him before the end of the race. And here you see Zachary now starting to catch up to the 87, as we got the 2 to go now for Patrick Gill and his 46 Lowe's machine. Had this scheme last year, but drove the 48. This year, he's the 46 car. Patrick Gill's he will love to see the white flag. He knows if he sees the yellow, though, he wins. But I know he wants to win it under green, get his first career win under green. They're catching Matthew Brown. I think he's going to catch him, but look, I think the battle is going to be for second. The 14. That's Zachary Fitzwater and Chris Dodd. That's going to be the battle. And look at Philip Goldberg. Great day. White flag's out for Patrick Gill, but great day for Philip after last season. Has just not had the run he needed this season. He's up to 4th. And battle for 5th. William Brock trying to get into the top 5 in the last minute. And Patrick Gill setting sail. He's over almost a second and a half. White flag. There you see one of the man's holding it. He doesn't really have to race Matthew Brown when he catches him. All he's got to do is come off turn 4. And Patrick Gill's finally going to pick up his first career Cup win in the Cup Series. Patrick Gill wins the MyFib Story 400 here at Chicagoland. Chris Dodd, Zachary Fitzwater, the 21 of Philip Goldberg, and William Brock, your top 5. We are on standby, but here you can see your top 10, your top 28, and then your top 42. We're still on standby, but once that says complete. So great day for Patrick Gill picking up his first career win, and great day for Philip Goldberg after not having too many great runs in the first 5 races. So we had a little wreck fest at the beginning, but we ended it with a long green flag run, and Patrick Gill will pick up his first career win. Next week we are going to Texas for another night race, another 1.5 miles. These 1.5 miles tracks are the most fun, I would say. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to see where you finished, and don't forget to like the video. And you know, only 8 people away from 100 subscribers. Can we hit that soon? Hopefully. So tell your friends about me. Thank you. Love you.